In this video, I'm going to show you a kettlebell revelation. I've recently received a question about how to train your forearms. Are there drills, are there exercises to improve the weakest link in the chain? And while we know that there are some weak links in the chain, for example, your lower back, which requires some local endurance in order for you to power through a kettlebell training that lasts longer than just a couple of minutes. When it comes to your forearm, you don't need no exercises. You maybe need one drill, and you need this revelation that I'm going to share in this video today. But before we get started, if you're over 40 and you want to take your fitness to heights they have never been before, you want to peel your inner couch potato with a cast iron kettlebell, you want to work with me one-on-one, then join the waiting list of this top secret program that we have coming up soon. If you want new information about this program, check the first link in the description. Grüezi miteinander, Gregory von Lebe Stark here. Let's talk about this crucial aspect of kettlebell training. And after I've explained it to you and showed it to you in clear detail, you will finally understand the major difference between a kettlebell, a dumbbell, and a barbell. This question that I was recently asked made me realize that there are still many people out there, and probably some of you who are watching this channel on a regular basis, who still do not understand this one crucial technique that you need to understand if you want to make the most out of your kettlebell training. Because you see, kettlebells are a strength endurance tool, they are a conditioning tool, and yes, they can also be used for building high quality muscle. But here's the thing, I believe the USP of kettlebell training is this sort of hybrid endurance between strength and endurance per se, that allows you to train with a weight for a long amount of time. You see, with a dumbbell or a barbell, you have to grab the tool to work with it. With a kettlebell, you attach the tool to work with it. So you don't use your muscles, but you attach weight to your frame. And by doing this, you engage into weighted locomotion that I believe can give you this most popular and often talked about kettlebell or what the hell effect that you are looking for, or that you're probably not even aware of, and that I'm going to reveal to you in this video. So let me reveal to you this trick. Let's see if you catch it. Ready? Go. Here it is. Did you catch it? Were your eyes that fast? Let me demonstrate again. Here it is. This is what we call the hand insertion. I grab the weight loosely with my fingers to not engage this strong muscle right here that gets tired real quick, but to engage these muscles right here, which are not as strong, but they're able to last longer. So I grab them in a finger grip, and then I spear the kettlebell by inserting my full hand, boom, inside the window of the kettlebell, and now I rack the kettlebell closer to my body. And what's happening right here is I have attached weight to my skeleton. And now I can work in a manner that is completely different to all the tools you're used to. So if somebody's asking you, hey, what's the difference between a kettlebell, a dumbbell, and a barbell? You can say that the kettlebell can be used as weighted locomotion with a simple trick that is called the hand insertion. Now, for those of you who might be thinking, well, Gregory, that's a 16 kg. What are you talking about? Of course, it's easy to rack this weight, attach it to your skeleton, and then work with it. What about a 32? It's the same principle. Watch. The weight attaches to my skeleton, to my frame. And now I can work with my strongest muscles, core, hamstrings, glutes, quads, in order to power through a kettlebell workout. And I don't have to depend on this weak link, the forearm, where if I only drop the weight or use the kettlebell and work it or muscle it through, then I have to give out and tap out way earlier because I'm using a muscle that's not designed for cardiovascular or strength endurance activities. So before I show you the hand insertion in clear and crisp detail, I want you to remember two important aspects of human anatomy: the web space, this part of skin right here, and your forearm bone. Now in the second instance, let's check out the components of the kettlebell: the bell, the handle, the window, the lower corner, the upper corner, the lower horn, and the upper horn. I want to insert my hand inside the window of the kettlebell so that my web space makes contact with the upper corner and my forearm bone makes contact with the lower horn, like this. Watch this. Exactly how I describe it. And this movement is a little bit complex to understand. The hand insertion is where you switch between the finger grip and a hook grip, if we look at it in close detail. But forget about the jargon real quick. It's all about understanding where your hand has to go. And if this is too complex for you, you need to understand the steps, the phases, the details, and the components in order for you to master it. Now, of course, your brother Gregory doesn't leave you hanging with just a description and now go at it and try it, but I'm going to give you a high power drill that is going to transform your hand insertion and make kettlebell training look and feel effortless. Watch. Now, I know that maybe some of you are aware that this exercise is referred to as the tactical clean, but I think this makes no sense at all. It is a hand-to-hand clean. And I'm all for keeping things simple, even though sometimes if we break down the simple things, it becomes a little bit complex if we are not aware of it or we haven't yet mastered the skill of properly executing and understanding it. Now, with the hand-to-hand clean, you swing the kettlebell between your legs with my right arm, for example, and as I come up, I insert my left hand inside the window of the kettlebell, engage into the hand insertion racket. Then I drop it back down into the backswing, and as it comes back up, I insert my other hand inside the window of the kettlebell, engaging into the hand insertion. And this is how I practice it. And once I understand what is supposed to happen, then I can try it with one hand. The hand insertion is a carefully fine-tuned motor skill that requires patience, dedication, and a solid understanding of what the exercise is all about. Now, when you try it for the first time, I guarantee you, you're going to bang your forearms, you're going to crush your wrists, and it's going to take a little bit of time to get used to it. But if you keep practicing and you stay at it, and then you master it, I guarantee you that your kettlebell workouts will feel not only better, but they'll also grant you more results because now you have ascended the ladder. You have taken on new forms of knowledge in order to master this tool, and then you're going to enjoy it more, which at the end of the day will give you more results because you're just having fun. And that's what it's all about when it comes to kettlebell training. It's not just a normal tool or a machine that you use because you want to have a certain result and you just use it as your purpose. Kettlebells require technique and skill. And I repeat myself here, but I want to say it again. It's like understanding how tradesmen have to do their jobs. And in order to be skilled at their jobs, they have to work at it and put in the reps. And you have to develop a solid and subtle skill. And that's the same thing with kettlebells. And if you're ready to master it, you're going to love it, you're going to enjoy it, and I hope this hand insertion is going to help you to transcend your kettlebell training and kettlebell skill to the next level. Here's the next thing that you have to do. Clean and press that like and subscribe button. Share with a friend who's also interested in kettlebells. And then check the first link in the description if you want to join the waiting list of our brand new kettlebell program. We're working on it with 100% effort. It's only for folks over 40 who want to get into the shape of their life with the kettlebell and want to get personal coaching from me and Angie and take their fitness to heights that they have never seen before. Check the first link in the description, and I'll see you on the next one.